Hey guys, it's me. This is kind of like a reaction video, if you will. I made a video about the when Dawn was on the person's live, and he was screaming about he didn't know why he was allowed to see the boys violating the gag order. Was the video I made, but I had only watched a clip of that. I actually, for you guys, because it's painful for me, I watched the whole thing. And man, it's really telling. It's really telling. Uh, if Dr. Phil watched that, I'm still mad about Dr. Phil. Let's not go there. Anyway, and one thing I want to start with is the red truck. Everybody's saying the red truck is Robin's. Well, that's not the message I'm getting from TBI. And they looked for that red truck for months before anybody even mentioned that Robin had a truck of that description. I don't think they're talking about Robin's truck because, Robin being there so, the night that Summer disappeared and all that makes me think it wouldn't be months later and the TBI is still looking for that truck. And it's far as I can tell, everything I've researched, they are still interested in that truck. They have never made the statement that we found that truck, we know whose it is. I know there was a YouTube video where it was said that it was Robin's truck. Possibly Robin has the same truck, okay? But I don't think that's the truck that's in question. I'm sorry. I know, and I want to say this too. I try to keep everything basically either a fact or I make sure you understand that it's my opinion, okay? And I see where there's a lot of this on YouTube, and if you watch enough of it, man, some of this is just BS. It really is. People are just trying to get views and are willing to say, do whatever to get them. I'm not doing that. I'm not that desperate and thirsty for attention. But let's put the red truck theory to bed. The TBI, the one they're looking for, is not the one Robin has. Okay? It's not. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people's going to get mad at me. It's not. I took a lot of notes, man, because this thing was pretty long, and it was just wild. The whole thing was just wild. I heard like very few questions. I'm assuming Don was looking at the comments coming up in the chat because he would bounce from this to that and start going off about different things. The things that I found most interesting was he talks about, and I don't know how he isn't getting in trouble for threats or whatever that law is where you can't just threaten to kill people and stuff like that, because he was giving Chris McDonough up and down the road. He acts like Summer's gone because of Chris McDonough. Chris McDonough got in the picture after that. And, I don't see where Chris McDonough has done so much to this guy that he is that upset with Chris McDonough, personally. He went off about the dogs again. And he says these dogs are, he cussed about the dogs for a solid 10 minutes straight. And this guy right here watched all of that for you guys. You guys. I did that for you, man. And it was painful. I'm not gonna lie. And then he says, these are stupid, inbred dogs, blah, blah, blah. He says he had dogs that were smart, and I'm assuming he meant that they were full blood dogs, and they were stolen. So, take it for what it's worth. Who knows, man? It's so confusing. He said something interesting. He said Grandma was smart enough to leave because she knew what she was coming. Because she had already been through the missing or the disappearance of her daughter, Rose. I don't know. It's still, to me, seems like she should have stayed to support her daughter. That's all I'm going to say about that. He said he's never wanted to hurt anyone in his life except the person that took Summer. Why does he just say stuff that is just totally unbelievable? Like, you've never been mad at nobody in your life until now. Dude, we don't expect you to be a perfect person, but when you make statements like that, people know you're lying and it kills your credibility. And through most of this, when he's talking, his eyes are closed. This cat's hammered, man. I mean, it's probably he's just drunk, but it could be something else too, because he is just slammed. Then he said, that he was looking at statistics, and it says 99% of kids that disappear are found. And he's like, bullshit, that's a lie. The statistics are what they are, Don. I don't know why you think the statistics are a lie. Because typically, when these kids are reported missing, it's usually something simple, as they lost track of time, this or that. It's not like your situation is not common. So I don't know why he wants to argue about the statistics. And on top of that, I found this disturbing. He said he doesn't remember Summer's birthday, but he can remember the day she went missing. I don't know. I got 3 kids. My memory sucks, and I can tell you every one of their birthdays. So, I don't know. And he made that comment, and it was actually in the audio of the video I made about him violating the gag order, and after I watched that, I was like, I should have brought that up, because it was creepy. He said, they act like Summer's a ghost. When it refers to the gag order, not being able to talk about her stuff, they act like she's a ghost. That makes no sense, Don, at all. How does that seem like she's a ghost? No, it seems like it is what it is. If you want more about that, watch my video on Don violating the gag order. And he said they want him to pretend like she never existed. I don't think nobody wants that. That's inaccurate again. In the chat, I'm seeing, I'm trying to read the chats along with, listening to Don, and it's like repeatedly people are being like, Don, you're not supposed to talk about the boys, you're violating the gag order. And apparently either he couldn't read fast enough to see it, or he just don't give a and I thought this was funny too. He and I heard this the first time, but I didn't catch this when he said he had 7 alibis. Candus laughed, and then he makes the statement Candus has 0. She's going down. Wow. Even if you're drinking and all this, man, just so inappropriate, the stuff he says. And Candus, people want to keep saying that Dawn's just got this foot on her throat, like, thing going on to where she's terrified of him to leave him and all this. I don't make it out like that. She was mocking Dawn, which don't get me wrong, I'm all about it, Candus. You were trying to hold your own, and you were doing a fairly good job. And then comes the part I keep being told about, where he punches her. Okay, now you can hear the scuffle. You don't see anything, and then there's more after that. But I did pick up on the end when they were fighting at the very end. Candus did say, because they were arguing about it being live or not, and Candus said, they seen you punch me in the mouth. Now, Candus said that, so I'm thinking he did hit her. There's not much of a question after hearing that. And even after she said that, he didn't say, oh, no, I didn't. He didn't rebuke it. So, yeah, he hit her. And, I know a lot of people are going to say, she's a battered woman, and that's why, she lets stuff go on. And, it may be, but, I hope she'll just get away from him. If that's the case, eventually she'll get away from him and she'll tell everything because one of them knows something. But there wasn't much going on outside of that. We've been over the Dr. Phil thing, and I'm trying to get new pieces of the puzzle, because this is so complex to try to find Summer. And that's what it's about. It's about this 5-year-old little girl who, God bless her. Let's say a prayer. I want to see some prayer hands in the comments. And God bless her, man. Let's just hope this turns out positive somehow, some way. Let's just pray. I'm a big believer in karma. Let's everybody say a prayer and have positive thoughts that something good can still happen. If you like my stuff, subscribe. Most of you guys that are watching this have subscribed, so throw me a thumbs up. Tell me I do all right. No, John, you're awful. I don't know. Let me know. Something else you want to see, let me know that too. I'll talk to you later, guys.